past clients that are in the 3 months to 3 years window. Two demonstrably different conversations. Split them out, practice both. Please, please, pretty please, ensure that everybody in your team can respond to the how's the market question with grace. There is gold in the response to that question. We saw it across the room, what could be created by showing up for that moment with intellect. Work it, practice it. As a team, collectively, know that when somebody says, how's the market, you are ready, ready, ready. Also know how to turn content engagement into human conversation. Stop counting likes and comments and interactions if you're not going to turn them into real conversations. When somebody has liked 7 of your posts and commented on 2 of your Instagram reels, don't think that's the victory. The victory comes from your ability to own the relationship from there, and winning online means getting them offline. So master the art of being able to say, I can turn online conversations into offline appointments. Get really good at it. Open house fishing. Know my language? Open house fishing. Open house is like all these potential fish showing up in your environment. Go fishing. Choose your bait. Decide what you're trying to catch. Think bigger about what you can achieve in those given moments and get after it. Here's another group of people. Reconnecting with NNTs. An NNT is a no, not today. How many of you met people last year that would fall into that no, not today category? Almost did business. Kind of did business. Nearly did business. But you have right to reconnect with them. Don't follow them up. Have a meaningful conversation with them about what's changed since. Have a meaningful conversation with them about what's changed since. Opening is, hi, it's Lisa calling from insert name of brokerage. Fact is, we were looking to find you guys a new home back in June of last year. Question is, what has changed since? Try and not answer that question. You'd be pretty rude to not answer that question. We earn a lot of context. We can build out from there. Another overlooked conversation, critical conversation in my mind, is the post-closing dance. Too many people in this industry call the closing table the finish line. And we then ignore people for 3 years and then say, hey, remember me? If you can create a what happens next moment that helps bridge out the 90 days post-closing, that puts you in a position that you can cement meaningful reviews at day 90, where they don't just go 5 stars, you were awesome. They provide context around everything that happened and that you were magical around. And you stay in contact with a touch point and a touch point and a touch point. How many of your existing clients would you like to speak to again? So plan your next steps with everybody. You should never, ever, 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 ever have to start a phone call with an existing client like it's a surprise. No sneak attacks on past clients. Have them know what's coming. Tell them what normal looks like. Here's what we do after 90 days. Here's what we're going to do in a year. Here's what's going to happen in between. Here's what happens next after that. Here's what happens next after that. Here's what happens next after that. Because guess what? If you don't do that, they might not be your client. You call people your clients and don't call you their agent. True? They're only your client if they call you their agent. If they're not calling you their agent, they're not seeing value in your relationship until a later point in time, you are transactional focused. Here's the final few things on this. Educating the market. Online, in video, micro moments, when you're bumping into friends and family, how you show up in all of those little how's the market conversations, all those micro moments that can shape what your local community think they should do in real estate right now. Collectively, you change what the market is. So you master the micro moments, you're in great shape. Questions and conversations around resetting expectation is a skill set this industry needs to master. I'm going to help you. Asking for referrals. Quick show of hands. Who followed the webinar that I did with Tom and shared a referral script? Anybody executed? Some of?
Someone.
Should everybody go back to that video in a loop? Please do it then. Please. And then 3 more questions to get really good at answering. Why this? Why you? And why now? Anything you're looking for people to do, if you cannot get them to see with absolute clarity why this, why you, and why now, expect maybe. Expect indecision. And indecision is the enemy of your growth. People think no is the enemy of yes in sales. It isn't. Maybe is. Indecisions. So my final invitation to you when we think about critical conversations is to get laser focused on how valuable these are. A 5-step dance that will never go out of fashion is that questions create conversations. Conversations lead to relationships. Relationships create opportunities, and opportunities become sales. We've grown up over the last 10 years where it's people saying, give me more opportunities and I'll get you more sales. Give me more opportunities, I'll give you more sales. Give me more opportunities, I give you more sales. Let me give you a new to-do list. Who are the people you need to be asking more questions of? Real people, real names, real numbers. Who are the people you need to be asking more questions of? What are the conversations you know you'll need to be having, but you're not? Where do you hold relationships that have untapped opportunities? And where have you created opportunities that require you to pattern interrupt to drive the next action? That is the job of a modern real estate agent. Who are the people that you need to be having more conversations with, asking questions of? What are the conversations you know you need to be having that you're not? Where do you have relationships that hold untapped opportunities? And where have you created opportunities that require you to pattern interrupt the next action? That's your to-do list following our time here together today. One final reminder before I wrap up for today. This is not a skill that you master. Just like yoga, just like meditation, you don't get to be really good at it. You get to be really good at practicing it. If you desire to improve or elevate or reach a lead status when it comes to being able to converse in the critical conversations at moments that matter, get really, really good at practicing this and decide that you're a lifelong student practicing this art. And please, please, pretty please, stop counting conversations and start making more of those conversations count. Thank you, thank you.